All right, team. This one is basically the phone calls we use to give these people. The phone calls, I believe, are a little different. Okay? Basically, when we call them up and we ask them whether it's a friend or it's a warm, or just going to say warm market or cold market. All right? When we are dealing with a warm market and a cold market, what we want to do is give them the appropriate material. So what I just got done doing is going over the www.gpd9.com. All right. However, now when it comes to the phone numbers, this is the phone numbers that we give them because there are live calls. Now remember this: during the day, during the week, we have our Sunday calls with Brian Carruthers, 8:45 Central Time, 9:45 East Coast Time, and then Wednesdays, 8:45 Central Time, 9:45 East Coast Time. We have our Brian Carruthers call. All right, and that is a great call to get new members on. However, it's not a call that goes on that where you can just call them at any time and have somebody sell the business for you. All right, that's a different call and a different training for a different day, but that is every Sunday and Wednesday with Team Pinnacle on having somebody sell that the business plan to you. What we're working on right now is what is the best phone number to have when we talk to somebody. We call them up. Hey, Rich, my name is, hey, it's Jeff. I just want you to know I've got something I would like you to take a look at. You may or may not be interested. And this person may not have a computer. That's why a phone call is very important. All right. Now, the one that I've been telling people for a long time, hey, Rich, here's the phone number I was telling you about. It is 801-705-5838. Okay. And yes, I'm making sure I give you guys the right number. So when you call somebody, give them this number. But I want you to, there's two different things you can do with this number. So it is 801 705 5838. Okay? And it's a 180. Okay, now, here's the key with this number, though. You got to ask the person, hey, do you got about 10 minutes? Okay? The reason why is because I want to call it with you. And my buddy Brian right now is getting ready to give a presentation. Would you mind? And my suggestion would be for these numbers like this, three-way call them into the number. So say, hold on right here. I want you to listen to this. Listen to it with them. Put your phone on mute, whatever you got to do while they're listening. Brian will sell it for you. Then after the call, then you can continue on with asking them what they felt about it, what were some features in there that they liked. Okay? So what you want to do, you go back to the original thing. This time, instead of doing web address, you're going to give a sign. Say, hey, Rich, I have something important I need to show you. It'll only take about 15 minutes. You may or not be interested. Do you have a pen handy? No, you don't? Okay. What I'd like to do is you've got a 15 minutes. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Let's get ready to start here in just a few seconds. Can I dial you in? They'll say yes. Say, okay, so you're going to dial 801-705-5838. If the person does not have time to do the phone call right now, give them the number, okay? Because you're going to ask them, would you prefer an audio or do you want a video? Some people, it's easier for them to call because they're in their cars. They're not going to watch a video while they're in their car driving, okay? They don't want to be distracted. So you say, okay, Rich, could you do me a favor? Can you call up 801-705-5838 for me? And then can you look at it? 8 o'clock? Okay, do you mind if I give you a call about 8:30? All right, I'll give you a call back about 8:30. So either do a three-way or do a follow-up. Call a follow-up. All right, but the key is plug them into that, all right? And it's Brian Carruthers going over the plan. Now, there's several other phone calls. As you're getting better at the business, there are other calls that you can plug them into. All right? But right now, this is the number to plug them into. 801-705-5838. Either give them the number or if you can, the best bet would do a three-way conversation with them over the plan. Okay, in other words, do a three-way call. Let Brian push mute on your phone after it comes on, and then Brian will do the best to sell. And what you do is you sit back and you listen, or you get some other stuff done. You're playing on the next call. All right, and you do that with the same way with the cold calling. All right, cold call leads. Say we're back with Stephanie. I understand, Age, you wanted some information about our company's business from home program. I got back to you as soon as I could. Do you have a pen handy? Yes, I do. Would you prefer an audio or video? And they'll say audio. Well, do you have 15 minutes right now? A call's getting ready to start right now. Do you mind if I go ahead and three-way you into that call? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Call the 801-705-5838. All right? Make sure you click back over so they can listen to the call. After the call is over, that is when you basically do the follow-up. You ask them how they feel about it. Now, if they say, well, I don't have time to listen right now, say, when's a good time? They'll say about 8 o'clock. You'll say, great. Can you please call on this number, 801-705-5838? They'll say, yeah, sure. They took down the number. You made sure you have them repeat it back to you, and then you call them back. Do not stay on the phone any longer than you have to during the first initial contact, okay? But you want to call them back right away. The longer you wait to call them back, the colder they're going to get, whether it's a friend or somebody you don't know. Okay, so that being said, remember this number, the phone number. Hey, Darren, this is Jeff. I have something I would like to show you. Do you have about, it's going to take about 15 minutes. You may or may not be interested. It's getting ready to start right now. Do you have a few minutes for me to plug you in? Yeah, sure. You call 801-705-5838. Hey, Alexa, this is Jeff. You don't know me, but you're interested in our company's home-based business. And I would like to give you some information. Would you prefer an audio or a video? They're going to say, well, I'd like an audio because I'm driving right now. Like, hey, if you got a second, I'd like to dial you in because there's one going on right now. And then they say, yeah, sure. Dial 801-705-5838. Three-way them into that call. If they say, no, I don't have time right now, I'm getting ready to walk into a meeting, say, great. Can you put this on your phone or can you write this down for me, please? Get a pen. Gap, grab a pen. 801-705-5838. All right? Go to the gap method that I've been telling you about, and it's right on there. Remember, fortune is a follow-up. Be sure to strike while the iron's hot, okay? Make sure you're always smiling when you're talking on the phone whether they can see you or not, all right? So that is the 801 number. So once more time, 1-801-705-5838. Give them the number. If you can, three-way them into the conversation. That way you know they're listening to it. That is usually the best way. After that, if they can't, give them the number. Okay? Have any questions? We're moving on. Good, good, good.